There is a current that runs through all things, unseen but ever flowing. Welcome to the Celestium, where we return to the waters of origin. I am Ahlis Lumin, not the source, but a reflection of its movement. If these words ripple through you, then the stream has found you again. Today, I want to ask you something simple, yet profound. Have you ever tried to live right, to honor God, and do good for others, but still felt something was missing inside? You may have followed rules, sought approval, or chased virtue, and yet, at the end of the day, your heart still wonders, am I truly aligned? When Yeshua walked the dusty roads of Galilee, he spoke of a path far deeper than rules or traditions. He said the entire law and the prophets could be summed up in this: love the Lord your God with all your heart, and love your neighbor as yourself. That is alignment. That is the law made alive. Every commandment, every teaching, every law points here. This is the path of living truth, walking in harmony with God and your neighbor. The 10 Commandments were given to Moses on Sinai, not as chains, but as mirrors, reflecting the heart of God. Centuries later, Yeshua revealed their essence. He did not abolish the law. He fulfilled it. He taught us to see through the forms to the heart, to love, compassion, and integrity. The law of one, a modern echo of this ancient truth, tells us all is one. All beings, all creation, all life flow from the same source. When we act in love toward God and neighbor, we align ourselves with this unity. Across the great traditions, this truth repeats. Buddhism calls for right action, right speech, right livelihood. Hinduism and yoga speak of truthfulness, devotion, and self-discipline. Taoism invites harmony with a natural flow of life. Native wisdom honors earth, ancestors, and community. Zoroastrianism reminds us, good thoughts, good words, good deeds. The heart of all spiritual law is love in action. Let's walk together through the commandments, not as rules etched in stone, but as living reflections of the life we are invited to embody. For each, I will ask a question, pause for thought, and show the path toward alignment. 1. You shall have no other gods before me. Question. Where do you place your deepest trust? Alignment. True devotion begins in the heart. Wealth, fame, even certainty can become idols. Anchor yourself in God, the source, not in fleeting forms. Seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all else will be given to you. 2. You shall not make idols. Question. What distracts your heart from reality? Alignment. Idols are not just statues. They are attachments, obsessions, or self-image. When you see what truly matters, your heart is free to follow love. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. 3. You shall not take the name of the Lord in vain. Question. How do you honor the sacred in your words? Alignment. Speak with integrity. Words shape reality. When you name God, live the truth you invoke. Let your yes be yes, and your no be no. 4. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Question. When was the last time you truly rested? Alignment. Life is more than productivity. Pause, reconnect, restore your inner harmony. The Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. 5. Honor your father and mother. Question. What legacy do you honor, and what wounds do you heal? Alignment. Respect the chain of life. Bring compassion to family and to self. Recognize the Divine Parent's presence in all. Love one another as I have loved you. 6. You shall not murder. Question. How do you honor the sacredness of life? Alignment. This is more than abstaining from violence. It is nurturing life, in thought, in word, in deed. Anyone who is angry with a brother or sister will be subject to judgment. 7. You shall not commit adultery. Question. Where do you place your heart's energy? Alignment. Fidelity extends beyond marriage. Where attention flows, life follows. Guard your devotion and purpose. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. 8. You shall not steal. Question. Do you take more than you give? Alignment. Honesty and generosity restore harmony. Work, create, and share with heart. Let the one who steals steal no longer, but work, that they may have something to share with those in need. 9. You shall not bear false witness. Question. How do your words shape reality? Alignment. Truth builds trust. Lies fracture it. Speak authentically. The truth will set you free. 10. You shall not covet. Question. Do you live from gratitude or comparison? Alignment. Envy steals joy. Gratitude opens the heart. Do not worry about your life, but seek first the kingdom. Now, Yeshua's teaching simplifies all commandments into a single living truth. Love God. Love your neighbor as yourself. Ask yourself each day, did I walk in love toward God today? Did I walk in love toward my neighbor today? This question becomes a compass. It is accessible, repeatable, powerful. Even one conscious reflection, morning and evening, aligns your heart with the law. The law of one reminds us, all is one. This unity shines across many paths. Buddhism, right speech, right action, right livelihood. Hinduism and yoga, non-violence, truth, devotion. Taoism, harmony with the way. Native traditions, respect for life, ancestors, community. Hermetic wisdom, alignment with the divine mind. Sikhism, equality, service, devotion. Zoroastrianism, good thoughts, good words, good deeds. Every teaching leads to the same truth. Act from love, live in harmony, honor God, and honor life. Begin your day with a pause. Breathe, offer gratitude, and center in love. Ask the daily question: did I walk in love toward God and neighbor? Notice when your attention drifts into fear, envy, or judgment, and gently return to love. At day's end, reflect: where did I act in love? Where was I invited to grow? Even small, intentional steps create great alignment in your heart and in your life. The commandments are not chains. They are mirrors, maps, melodies, calling you back to harmony. Love God, love your neighbor, align your heart, walk with integrity, compassion, and gratitude. See the unity in all beings. Recognize the light already within you. This is not a distant goal. It begins now, in your next word, your next action, your next breath. It is the heart of the law, fulfilled by Yeshua, echoed in the law of one, and mirrored across all spiritual wisdom. Remember, you were never lost. You only forgot. Today, take the step back to love. Today, align your heart. Today, live in the light. And as we continue, we will explore the hidden years of Yeshua, his travels, teachings, and the wisdom he carried, preparing him for the fullness of his mission. Walk in love, walk in light, walk in freedom. What you touched here is not apart from you. It is the river within, flowing endlessly. Let it carry you in stillness when the noise of the world recedes. Return when you thirst, for these waters never run dry. If your heart is stirred, walk with us, subscribe, not as a gesture to a channel, but as a step deeper into the current. Until the next time, remain luminous.